Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Corrodor here, keeping it tanky in Raid Shadow Legends. And today there is a 2x on epics and legendaries on Ancient Shards, as well as a targeted boost for Blade Chorister Kaldor, the faction unity champion for the Sylvan Watchers, one of my favorite factions in the game and one that I have the most legendaries in. So I'm going to be pulling these 13 Ancient Shards. Yes, it's very few, but it has been a couple months now of consistently pulling Ancient Shards with no legendaries. The last one I got was Gretel's partner champion Hansel. So I'm feeling like I could get something good here. So we're going to do 13 single pulls. All right, starting it off with an epic. That's nice. Soul Drinker. Okay, a bomb champion that we love to see it. We love bombs. Attacks all enemies 2 times on the A3. Each hit has a 100% chance of placing a bomb that detonates after 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. On his A2, he attacks 3 times at random, decreases bomb debuff detonation countdown by 1 turn. And then on the A1, attacks 1 enemy, decreases bomb debuff detonation countdowns by 1 turn as well. And then on the passive, places 2 bomb debuffs on each enemy that detonate after 2 turns when this champion dies. He is a very strong epic for like a suicide run. He does a lot of work, can do a lot of damage. Especially when paired with like a Gaius the Gleeful, because he will detonate all bombs on all targets whenever he dies. So you can set it up to where Soul Drinker dies, and then when Gaius dies, all the bombs get detonated. It's a strong, capable strategy, and one that if I had a Gaius, I would try to employ. Maybe we'll get a Gaius today. Who knows? Hold up. Click the link in the description right now to get a free Uugo, as well as 2 more free epic champions as you level up. Here are the steps to get yours. Step 1. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Step 2. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. This is an amazing account start to Raid, so click the link and start now. Okay, we got a rare Master Butcher. I don't think I've talked about him before. He's got a Provoke on the A1, 30% chance. He places Provoke on the target enemy for 2 turns, then places increased crit rate and increase attack small versions on all allies on a 4-turn cooldown, and then when attacked, heals all allies equal to the amount of damage taken. Does not work against bosses. That is on a 1-turn cooldown when booked, and then revives a random ally with full HP when this champion is killed on a 5-turn cooldown. Very interesting champion. I could see him being used for certain, I don't know, maybe Doom Tower content. Could be interesting, but we're not after rares. Well, the epics are certainly hitting. That's good. Nazana has an AoE A1, ally protection on all allies for 2 turns, as well as a shield on herself. The value of the shield is equal to 40% of this champion's max HP on a 3-turn cooldown. That is a very solid shield. And then an AoE 75% chance of placing decreased attack for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Could be a really strong champion for Demon Spawn Faction Wars, because she also has ally HP in faction crypts by 28%. Not a bad epic. I might actually end up building her out, because while I have plenty of damage dealers in Demon Spawn, I don't have very much support. Speaking of damage dealers for Demon Spawn, Petrifia Rockroot is a good damage dealer for Demon Lord Clan Boss, especially for a rare, right up there with like Frozen Banshee, who is a fantastic champion for Demon Lord. She's got a double hitter A1. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing small decreased defense. If the target is under a poison sensitivity placed by this champion, each hit has a 35% chance when booked of placing the large decreased defense for 2 turns instead. On the A2, attacks all enemies 2 times. First hit has a 100% chance of placing small decreased attack. Second hit has a 75% chance of placing a large poison for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. And then on the A3, on a 4-turn cooldown, attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a poison sensitivity debuff for 2 turns. If all hits land on the same target, also places a poison debuff for 2 turns. Accuracy in all battles by 30. not a bad rare for Demon Lord at all. But we're doing all right on Demon Lord, so we're not worried about that. Like the 5th Ina on my account, chance to grant an extra turn, weaken, and drop defense that heals by 30% of the damage inflicted on a 4-turn cooldown. Not a great epic. I gotta be honest. Not a great epic, and I got a ton of her. Fills up the faction guardians at least, so that way the better champions can get better stats. Ultimate Galek. I'm always sad now when I get an orc epic because I got a ton of them when I pulled for Argaz Wild King, and now I think the vast majority of them are +4, so I'm gonna start having to make epics into food. All right, he's got a burn on A1. Has a 50% chance of placing it if this champion is under increased attack. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% if this attack is critical. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% if this attack is not critical. A2 attacks one enemy. Has a 50% chance of placing burn for 2 turns if this target is under increased attack. Decreases the target's turn meter by 25% and places increased attack on this champion for 2 turns if this attack is critical. Decreases the target's turn meter by 10% if this attack is not critical. You're going to be building your damage dealers with a 100% crit rate anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 75% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter if the target is under HP burn. And then on the passive, fully heals this champion and instantly removes any stun debuffs whenever an enemy places a stun on this champion. That is booked down to a 3-turn cooldown. So if you can make him the stun target for your Demon Lord team, that could actually be really solid because it's basically just going to be a heal. Spider, Demon Lord, Faction Wars. Those are about the spots that I would expect to see him being used. The epics are coming through. We are after gold. It has been a dry spell. Grinner, Rare Reviver, Chance at a Buff Strip, and in small version, 25% chance of placing increased attack on all allies. Not a good rare at all. Easy food. Gator. I don't even know what you do. Fully cleanse on a 3-turn. Places small increased attack on all allies for the 3-turn. And then a small heal reduction. 50% chance on the A1. Not a good rare. I mean, if you're that desperate for a cleanser for Faction Wars, sure, but you've probably got better options. Marked. AoE. Block debuffs for 1 turn and increased defense. Increased defense for 2 turns. AoE decrease accuracy, small version, and then an A1. Good gracious, these books has a 80% chance of placing small drop defense on the A1. Defense and faction crypts by 15. I've heard that she can be used for some things. I'm not that desperate for an AoE block debuffs anymore. Pestilus. Ooh, this is a cool looking champion. Ooh, I like this champion's look. Please have a good kit. Okay, we got attacks 2 times at random. Has a 50% chance of placing a leech for 2 turns. Leech is useful. Attacks 1 enemy. Has a 75% chance of placing burn for 2 turns. Heals all allies by 15% of their max HP if the burn is placed. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% if the burn is not placed. Is on a 3-turn cooldown, 75% chance. Interesting. Then passive places increased accuracy and increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns. That is on a 3-turn cooldown. Oh, that's not a passive. That's an active skill. This champion doesn't have a passive. Okay. Interesting. Not sure if I'll build this guy out or not. Looks really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Leech is really nice for... I don't know if that's worth it. Let me know in the comments if you've built this guy, if he's any kind of useful. We got 3 more shots. 3 more shots at a legendary. Come on. Don't leave me high and dry. Gnarlhorn. All right. 2 more shards. Please. It's another rare. Adachi. Gonna provoke on the A1. AoE with a shield on himself. Then block debuffs and increased defense on all allies. Come on, last shard. Something good. Preserver. Double hitter A1. 25% chance of placing decreased speed. Places small continuous heal and shield on this champion for 2 turns. Value of the shield is proportional to this champion's max HP. We don't know how much of the HP, but it's based on her HP on a 3-turn cooldown. And then a freeze A3 on a 4-turn cooldown with HP in all battles by 17%. Well, that's kind of a bust. Stop it with the pop-ups. Let's see if it helped the Faction Guardians any. Faction Guardians are full here. Is that the 6th one? Nope, the 5th. So we can't even swap them out for empowerment. Oh, we got 2 more Faction Guardian slots filled for Demon Spawn. We'll take that. We'll empower Sepulchre Sentinel. Throw that dude in there. There's some empowerment, so at least it was worth that. Oh, and we get the +4 on Ultimate Galek. So that's nice too. So now he is fully empowered. Not that I use him anywhere, but you know, it is what it is. The wrong ones. Pop that one out. Pop that one in. Now we can go empower the right one. I think it's only going to be a +1, but better than nothing. +1, Spulker Sentinel. There we go. So we got some more empowerments. Got some more progress on Faction Guardians. Love it and hate it at the same time. Well, guys, that's been my Champion Chase summons. Very angry because I didn't know this Champion Chase was coming, so I have missed out on a crap ton of points by pulling my Prism Shards the day before. Oh my gosh, I would have been close to that mythical skill tome. Oh wait, 3 more shots at a legendary. Come on, Plarium, don't screw me over. I have lost track on how many ancients I have pulled, but it's been a lot. Give me something good, Plarium. A rare is not good, Plarium. Sentinel especially. I've heard that he can do some damage, but I don't want a rare damage dealer. I want a legendary damage dealer. Or a legendary support. Another Gnarlhorn. Come on, last shard. Something worth my time. Or not. Eris. A1 grants an extra turn if the target's killed. A2 removes a random debuff from all allies. Then has a 100% chance of placing increased speed on all allies for 2 turns. And then has the 1-turn passive that counterattacks the attacker when an ally is attacked. My good gracious, Plarium. Piece of garbage. Well, guys, there went all my gems. There went all my hopes and dreams. Hope you guys have better luck than I did. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tanky.